Hey guys, so right before we get into the video, I just want to do a quick message to you guys. If you guys don't know, I have officially declared my candidacy for state senate in Wisconsin for 2022. Make Wisconsin great again. State legislators, guys, are very, very crucial in our comeback in 2024. State legislators have the power to pick electors to vote for the president. And when cheating occurs, which we know it will, if I'm in office in a crucial swing state of Wisconsin, I will be able to make sure that Donald Trump receives those 10 electoral votes. But we cannot do it without your guys' support. So there'll be a GoFundMe link down in the description. Please, if you guys can, just support our campaign. I'm running against an incumbent who's lackluster. He has no enthusiasm. All he's got is money. So we can easily win. We just need the funding to do it. He runs uncontested every year. So it'll just be me and him in a primary. There's no doubt in my mind we can win. So please check out the link in the description. Now let's get into the video. What's up, guys? Christy28 and the crew here, and I'm back again. It's been a while since I put out a video. It's been even longer since I put out a political video, but I've been so busy, you guys, with work. I'm working 60 hours a week, full-time student, military, all that stuff. So if you're wondering why I haven't been uploading, that's why. But they just released the new 2024 electoral map, and it's a little bit different than we thought it was going to be. So we are going to go through, and I'm going to show you guys multiple pathways that Donald Trump could win, and just a bunch of different scenarios. So let's get right on into it. And for you guys wondering about the car video, that's coming soon. I just haven't gotten around to it just because of school, but not next week, but the following week is finals week, and we'll be done, and I can come back to daily uploads. So let's dive right in here. So Texas gained 1, Florida gained 1. Florida was expected to gain 2. Texas was expected to gain 3. I think Alabama was expected to lose 1. It didn't. West Virginia lost 1. Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Illinois all lost 1. New York as well. Arizona didn't gain 1. It was expected it would. Colorado did gain 1. Montana got 1, which is interesting because now they're going to have a second House member there, which is it's up in the air whether or not that's going to be Republican or Democrat, so that's going to be interesting to see there. Oregon surprisingly gained 1. Similar situation, Democrat state, but there's a possibility that that congressional seat could be held by a Republican. And then California lost 1. Minnesota was projected to lose 1. It didn't. I don't think I'm missing. North Carolina gained 1, but I think that's it. So if we just go ahead and fill in the 2020 results, let's see where the new map gets us. Here you go, Trump, all his states. All right, so if you fill in the map based on the 2020 results, Trump goes up, Biden goes down, 235 to 303, compared to 306 to 232. So this is obviously an advantage for the Republican, but I think it's going to be even more beneficial for Trump in 2024 because mainly I think that these states that were decided by narrow margins are going to swing back to the right. And when they do that, Trump's going to win. So I'm going to walk you guys through the multiple scenarios and pathways I think Trump could win. And I'm going to save the final one as being the one I think is most realistic and the most viable, and the one I think is most likely to happen. So there is a scenario where he could lose Arizona and Georgia, but he could win the Rust Belt. And that alone would take him over the top. But let's just say he loses the Rust Belt. He could take Georgia and Arizona, win Nevada, which I'm going to get into some Reasonings why I think Nevada is going to be a lot closer than it was last time around and in 2016. And then if you just give him Nebraska second, it's a tie. Then it'll go to the House, which the House is we're gonna win back the House in 2022. There's no debate on that. So then he would then be the president. This is probably the most unlikely scenario, but it could happen. Now, another scenario is he loses Georgia, Arizona, but he wins Nevada, he wins Wisconsin, and he wins Pennsylvania. And he loses Michigan, he still wins. That's another scenario. But I want to give you guys the most likely scenario and the one I think is going to happen. So let's just reset here the toss-ups. We'll leave New Hampshire. I don't really think that's a toss-up. All right. So what I think is going to happen is Trump will retain. Oh shit. He'll retain his 2020 seats. Texas, he won by almost 6 points. That's not going to flip that drastically in one election. You want to make that case that, minorities filling up the state, it's going to turn blue, whatever, but that's not happening in 2024. Maybe in the next election or the following, but not 2024. We'll go hit Florida, North Carolina. What am I missing? Oh, Maine. So, if you give him the states he won in 2020, the math is not hard at all for him. Keep in mind, he had so much stuff thrown at him, guys. He had the coronavirus, which was not his fault. Almost every single media outlet was against him. Fake news, cheating, of course, the voter fraud. He had everything, and he only lost the election of second term by 38,000 votes. And where did those votes come from? 3 key swing states that were decided by less than 1%. So if we go ahead and give him those states, Georgia being the closest, Arizona was the second, and then Wisconsin. But that alone will put him over the top. Less than 1% in 3 states will put him over the top. Now, with the 2020 map, that wouldn't have gotten him there. He would have been 1 vote shy. He would have been at 269, which he would have needed Nebraska's 2nd congressional district. But now with the new map, he doesn't need that. And it's not, completely out of the picture. He could get it. So, give him that. Out of the Rust Belt states, Michigan, I think, is the least likely for Trump to win. Biden won it by the biggest margin out of the 3. Wisconsin was the closest. And Wisconsin, if you guys remember, they were trying to say he was going to lose by 17 points. It's absolute bullcrap. Pennsylvania, he was very, very close. It was around 1%. He could win that, but I don't think it's viable. I think he should put his time and resources elsewhere because, as you can see, he doesn't need it. But let's just take away Nebraska second. So 272. Nevada. I honestly think that Trump has a very good shot at this. And the reason being is, if you look at the Republican Party in Nevada right now, or the Democratic Party, my bad, it is just collapsing. They are the 2 wings of the party, the socialists and the moderate Democrats are feuding. The Reid machine has crumbled. And if you guys look at these results, Nevada surprisingly swung to the right in 2020. Biden won it by a slimmer margin than Hillary Clinton, which was actually very surprising to me. And really, all you got to do is you got to hold a few rallies here in Vegas, because that's really the only place in the whole state where the Democrat votes are coming in from. So, Trump makes a few stops here, maybe goes up here in this county up here and does a few rallies in Vegas. He could definitely turn it. I think he could. So yeah, let's give him Nevada. Let's give Biden the 1 vote in Nebraska, but let's take away Wisconsin. Then he's at 268. Where could he get that vote? Honestly, it would be a Hail Mary, but New Hampshire. But I really don't think. I think New Hampshire is really out of the game at this point in terms of swing states. So if he lost the Rust Belt and he took back the 2 closest states from 2020 and he picked off Nevada, then he's at 268. If he can just manage to get the Nebraska's second, which usually does go Republican. The last time it went before 2020 was 2008. We're here again at a tie scenario, which then he would be the president because of the House. So guys, I'm going to just end the video here with what I think is going to happen. Even though Nevada, I feel, has a potential, I'm going to just leave it with Biden, and I'm going to leave Nebraska second with Biden. And I think this is the most realistic scenario, and I think it's his best and most obtainable pathway to victory in 2024. So that's going to be it for today, you guys. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the new electoral map. What do you think about my predictions? Which ones do you think are right? Which are wrong? Let me know all that down in the comments below, and I will see you guys all in the next video.